Breaking news tonight out of our nation's capital. 8 Democrats have crossed the aisle to vote for a bipartisan deal to reopen the government. This is a major move, and this is a live look inside the Senate chambers. There is one GOP senator that has yet to cast the vote, but again, it appears that the Senate has reached the 60-vote cloture and thus ultimately will need a final vote by the Senate before it moves on to the House for approval. And with that, we welcome you to the Fox 11 Weekend News. I'm Susan Hirosuna. The government shutdown has left many federal workers unpaid, millions worried about receiving food assistance, and chaos and confusion at airports nationwide. Will an end to the government shutdown save Thanksgiving travel? Today, thousands of flights across the country were delayed or canceled yet again, with the Transportation Secretary saying the trouble is not over. Fox 11's Haley Winslow at LAX with more.
The FAA's order to cut flights creating quite a bit of turbulence to air travel across the nation, including right here at LAX. And unless it's resolved soon, the peak holiday rush will slow to a trickle.
As someone who travels a lot, I definitely have been checking the news way more than I usually am about the flight delays and just making sure that there are people working at air traffic control, which I never thought I'd ask that question of, is there someone at work today?
On Fox News Sunday, Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy warns of massive disruption to air travel during the nation's peak holiday rush.
And I think we have to be honest about where this is going. It doesn't get better. It gets worse until these air traffic controllers are going to be paid.
Bad news for LAX, one of the busiest airports on the globe.
They need to bring back the government, for sure. They need to get it back going, this shutdown. It got everybody acting crazy at the airports.
It's a shame that we can't seem to get this figured out. This is an important part of, what makes this country great and what keeps our economy going, and we're not doing ourselves any favors.
The Transportation Secretary says the FAA safety team recommended cutting flights at LAX, Ontario, and other major hubs after too many safety complaints.
Airplanes are in the sky. They're becoming too close to each other. They're breaching that safety distance. We also see more complaints from pilots that are saying, hey, I'm getting a lack of responsiveness from the controller, or the controller seems stressed, or they're not using the right language that controllers are supposed to use.
The possible backup plan? Calling in the military.
I had a text from Secretary of War Pete Hegseth yesterday, who's made an offer that he has air traffic controllers in the reserves. If we could deploy them, and I don't know that we can, we got to see what airspaces they worked in, but he'll step in and try to provide some relief in the skies.
TSA agents are also impacted by the shutdown, heightening passenger safety concerns.
I'm a little more anxious than usual.
The FAA is increasing flight cuts. The current order is a 4% reduction in air travel, which today equates to a few thousand flights canceled across the nation. That's expected to rise to 10% by Friday and up to 20% by Thanksgiving if the madness continues. At LAX, I'm Haley Winslow, Fox 11 News.